Now then, hey up you lovely people, how you doing? Welcome back to the Yorkshire Bike Mechanics YouTube channel. I hope you're all well, wherever you are in this wonderful world of ours. And it's the beginning of April and you'd think, I've got my t-shirt on, you'd think, right, okay, we've got some sunshine and a little bit of warm weather. Well, we haven't. And it's about as wet as an otter's pocket. So we need some dry weather, we need some sunshine, so I'm hoping if I've got my t-shirt on, somebody up there will be thinking, let's send some sunshine on those guys in Sowerby Bridge and all over the place as well, so let's hope. Anyway, today's video is one that I've been meaning to do for a while, and it's entitled, What the Chuff is Going On? Well, and it's about e-bikes, Ebike Motors, and how many we've replaced in the last 12 months. Now, if I were to tell you guys that we've replaced, under warranty, we've replaced round about 12 Shimano motors in the last 12 months. The Bosches, we've replaced round about 7 in the last 12 months, all under warranty. So that's all well and good. But we've got to understand and we've got to look at it as the bigger picture. Now, it's all right me saying that we've replaced 12 Shimano motors, 7 Bosch motors, which is a fact. But how many bikes are out there in the UK market, in fact, in the global market, in the world? How many e-bikes are out there? So really, if that's the case, then my 12 and 7 is not a right lot. So to put that in some kind of perspective, in the UK market in 2022, there were around about 155,000 e-bikes sold in the UK market. Now that's actually down around about 5,000 from the previous years during COVID. But it's tripled, that amount has tripled, okay? There's around about 55,000 units more sold than the previous 7 years before that. So you can see that there's a massive increase. So looking at them figures globally then, they estimated round about 2021 that the market, global market, were worth round about $27 billion. And they estimated that in predictions, they estimate by 2027, that's going to be worth around about $54 billion. So our 11 motors that we've replaced and 7 Bosch are kind of minuscule really, if you look at it in grand scheme of things. So let's bring it back down to earth. Let's forget about the global market. That's an interesting fact. Let's bring it back down to Sowerby Bridge and let's bring it down to our little shop in Sowerby Bridge. So if we replaced 11 motors and 7 Bosches, how many of other shops in and around the UK have replaced as well? So theirs must be similar or growing, obviously, if they're bigger shops and they have bigger mechanics. So what's going on? There's not many people on this planet as much as me that loves e-bikes. I love the bloody things. I love working on them. I work on loads. More than 50% of all our work is e-bike related. I love the things. I like riding them. I like working on them. I like sorting them out. I like fixing them. So from that point of view, I'm an e-bike person. I love e-bikes. They've helped so many people get out on the bikes, those that have not been able to get out for whatever reason, whether it's health reasons or whether it's those that just want to get out and do more miles or do things twice as long on their e-bikes. It's helped loads and loads of peoples, and for that reason I'm all in favour. I love the bloody things. But let's look at why these things might be failing. So in my personal view, and don't forget this is my own personal view, being a bike mechanic and working on these things all the time, motors seem to be failing because of our climate, because of our wet conditions here in the UK. Now we've had so much water and so much wetness, it's been unbelievable. So I think that water is somehow getting in these motors, causing them to fail, whether that's through bearings, whether that's through seals or whatever, but that seems to me as though that's what's happening and that's why they're failing. Now we're really fortunate because Bosch and Shimano are brilliant. They're really good at looking after us. So let's think about Bosch, for example. Bosch's angle on this is Bosch will look after you in some way up to 5 years of you owning that motor. So if you own the e-bike from the first owner, if you are the first owner of that e-bike, they will consider some kind of help up to 5 years of that bike's life. Now, within 1 to 2 years, if there's a failure on that motor, then they will replace it under the warranty at no charge to yourself. Between 2 and 3 years, they'll consider maybe a 100% discount on that motor, depending on each circumstances. But between that 3 and 5 years, they will consider a discount on that motor if it fails from a failure within that motor. So at least there'll be some kind of help or support between 0 and 5 years, providing that you are the original owner of that bike and you have the original receipt. Shimano are much the same. They will look after you. The initial guarantee is between 0 and 2 years. That motor will get replaced free of charge, providing that you're the original owner and it's not being tampered with, obviously. After 2 years, they'll consider discounts. Nobody wants to see you without your e-bike. So you are supported and you are looked after. But going back to what's actually going on, my personal view again is that I think Ebike Motors and e-bikes are still in their infancy. There's still a lot of work to be done in terms of how can we make sure that there's not as many motors failing for us UK weather. And I think further development is needed. So I think overall, I think over the next few years we should see a massive improvement in e-bike motors. I'm hoping we will anyway. But also we've got to look at, and the reason why I've said that I think there's a wet weather condition, because a lot of my subscribers from us YouTube channels are overseas, and I'm getting information back from them people that their motors seem to be lasting a little bit longer than ours, which again kind of tells us that we've got problems with as UK weather. Now, if you're suffering badly from errors, please get it into your dealer. Get it into your Shimano or your Bosch dealer. Or if you've got a Specialized and it's a Bros motor, then please get it into your dealer. We will try and get you, as dealers, we're well supported by Bosch. We will try and get you through these issues to get you back on your bike. So again, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. We love reading your comments, and I love replying. I'll try and reply to everyone if I can. And thanks for sharing. But if you enjoy our videos, if you find them useful and it helps you, then please say a thanks. Please play a super thanks, which is down in the column below, which I think is that side. There's a little icon for super thanks. It does help us, it does support the channel as well, so please, if you can say a super thanks, that'd be brilliant. And again, if you've got any ideas, other dealers or other bike shops, if you're got some information that you would think that you would find useful for subscribers, please put them in the comments below. So until us next video, thanks again, Toodle Pip.